We live yet? Let me see. Facebook is going like this. I gotta wait for the spinning thing to stop to make sure that we're on live. And we probably are, but it only takes a minute. I'm in Ecuador, so there you go. Now I excuses. I'm actually live now, so that's pretty cool. So hello everybody. This is Gabriel with Stress Teachers, or Stress Relief for Teachers, community on Facebook, and I help people get rid of all that stress, using the gentle touch of your fingers, and believe me when I tell you, when you tap on your meridian points, it really works wonders. Whether you believe it or not, doesn't matter. It'll release all that negative disturbance that you got, and it's usually and always an emotional cause. So today I want to talk about something that's really important, and it's personal to me because I dealt with this. And today I'm going to share with you the TFT Complex Anger Algorithm. Anger is something that just really gets people wound up and stressed out beyond belief. So I'm going to show you how to tap today, how to get rid of that anger. When I landed here in Ecuador in 2017, I came with a lot of happiness. That I was going to embark on a new journey in my life, and with somebody that I had met and built up a relationship with, since 2012. But within 30 days to the day that I arrived, I found myself being tested by my exes, or at least now ex. Her 21-year-old daughter, who did not approve of me living in their house. Her mother bought the house, so I'm not supposed to be there, especially if you're the daughter. So this resentment towards me just really boiled over for 30 days, man. And then one morning, very heated argument, I told the young lady to go fuck herself. And she didn't like that. And I'm a New Yorker, and the F-bombs just fly. Well, that started my long journey of fear, fight or flight, depression, running away. And as I was being chewed up, and I literally was, with a whole bunch of lies, and they had this home court advantage over me, I wasn't ready to deal with this. And you already know what happens when stress hormones start to build up in your body. You don't think right, you don't go into meditation mode, and you're definitely not creative. You're just trying to survive. I was just trying to survive. So I survived that mess. But it took me 3 years to realize how angry I really was. And I felt betrayed. I felt alone. I felt hungry. I felt broke. And I literally was broke and very hungry. And every new person that I had met along the way, I scoffed at them. I would, just limit myself to getting close to anyone. If I did start to relate to someone, I would hit the brakes before it even became familiar and comfortable to me. I blamed the country, I blamed the church that I visited a couple of times, and I blamed everyone and anything that would set me off. I was angry. I was very angry. And then I met an amazing woman named Lastenia. And she shined a light on me every day with a smile and positivity. She's an amazing woman, she really is. And I gave myself an opportunity to relate, to feel love, to trust, to have happiness again. And I thought I was going to heal and bury this, right under the rug, just put it in the past. Well, I'm not going to bore you with the details, but I screwed that one up because I buried my anger, and that didn't help me with my new relationship. She gave me a lot of chances to resolve my badgering in hateful manner, which I felt were being triggered by just about anything every day. Again, I would still feel something's going to piss me off, and something usually did. I was bringing that on myself. So I had excuses for everything. And she left me. She left me 3 times, or more now. And finally she had enough. And I don't blame her. We still relate, and she still helps me out from a distance. But the truth is, she saved my life, and I committed, and I'm totally committed to save hers with total regards and no judgments towards her. So what I did was I started to read and rediscover myself through knowledge. And I think that was very important. That was, if anything, my saving grace. I started learning about emotional intelligence. I started learning about REBT, Rational Emotive Behavior Therapy. And then from there, I went into thought field therapy, TFT, which got me into emotional freedom techniques, EFT, and then EFT energy. And currently I'm learning to become supernatural, believe it or not, with the teachings of Dr. Joe Dispenza. And he's an amazing guy. And, you know, if you haven't heard of him, look him up, Dr. Joe Dispenza. So I have been on this ongoing transformation since August of 2020. And I've improved a lot in learning to live with elevated emotions, you know, which empower me to thrive and manifest better health, wealth, and an abundance of wisdom. So if I can eliminate my complex anger issues, and mind you, they started back in 1965. I'm 56, so if I can get rid of that, you too. I mean, you know, you can get rid of it, eliminate it, curb it really way down until you actually eliminate this anger. Because it doesn't take years to achieve this transformation. I did it in 30 days while I was learning about it. So it just takes practice to knock the dominoes down and start the healing process. Just believe in yourself and know that your life is magnificent and worth living with elevated emotions like love, gratitude, compassion, happiness, every day, all day. And if you're able to think past your feelings, if you're able to think greater than how you feel every day, you're going to get past this in the most amazing way. So the TFT tool for this is Complex Anger Algorithm. And the amount of rounds that you need depends on how many aspects, you know, there are to the anger that you're having. It will never hurt you to tap until the anger is gone. It's never going to hurt you. And when you get angry again, you will immediately know, you know, to let it go and not let it fester. And that's the beautiful thing about learning, you know, EFT, TFT for yourself. Because once you eliminate the dominoes that you have currently, when it happens again in your future, it's not going to affect you the same way. You're going to know exactly how to get rid of it. And you don't need to hang on to those negative emotions. Live in positivity, and your life will be, you know, attracting all that amazing stuff that you desire to have. So please share this information with anyone wanting emotional freedom from complex anger, and let's get you tapping. Let me tell you how to tap your complex anger, get it right out of your system. So I like to start with my clients with the heart activation breathing exercise. And this takes about 3 minutes, and it's a gratitude meditation, you know, that allows you to focus on your breath and regulate your heart and positivity before you start. And this audio is available in my community, or you can ask me directly on Messenger. I'd be more than happy to give it to you. And, you know, you just take an unforced breath, and you pause it, and then you exhale with your hands over your heart. And as you do that, we go ahead and tune in to that anger, all right? So in order for this technique to be effective, you must first identify the specific anger you have. It's there, you know where it is. And if you're not sure, you want to be able to look for where that anger affects you the most on your body. Because wherever we don't feel it, we feel it in our bodies. And then you'll be able to zone in on that. So you expose your mind to the memory of the trauma. Now mind you, this is TFT. TFT Okay, you don't have to verbalize, what you're thinking about as you're tuning in. In EFT, we say the phrase, even though I feel anger because of a specific reason, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. But with TFT, you have that option where you can internalize that and just focus on that as you're tapping. So once you're tuned in, you want to rate your first degree of intensity on a scale of -10 being extreme to 0 being absolutely normal. Like you can think about what made you angry and it doesn't even affect you. And then you're going to write that down. You want to write this down because that's your benchmark before you start tapping. So this is based on the SU scale, the subjective units of experience scale. And with TFT, okay, you don't try and think positively. You don't try and change your attitude or circumstances. You simply affirm that you accept them. That's all. You accept the fact that you have this anger, and you're about to unleash it and get rid of it. So focus on your anger pain. I like to use these 2 fingers, and I tell everybody you can. Some people use 4 fingers, okay? Hook them. And with your dominant hand, I'm right-handed, you want to tap where you're going to start tapping. In this algorithm, because TFT has a specific recipe for specific traumas. For this anger trauma, you're going to start in the corner of the eyebrow. And you're going to tap 7 times as you focus on that anger. And you're going to take normal breaths. And then you're going to go under the eye and you're going to tap on that. And under the pupil. 7 times as you give yourself an opportunity to focus on that anger. And then you're going to go under the arm. And for ladies, it's right where your bra strap is. And for guys, it's where your pinky ends. So you're going to tap on that. Now here you can tap with the 4 fingers, just like that in a curve. And you're going to tap on that 7 times. And then you're going to go to your collarbone. And you're going to tap on that 7 times. And then you're going to go to your little finger meridian point right here. It's where the nail curves, right at the base of the nail. And you're going to tap on that 7 times, minimum. And then you're going to stop. You're going to take an unforced deep breath. And you're going to pause. And then you're going to let it out. And then now we're going to continue to the next step. And you're going to focus on your gamut point right here. Between the pinky and the ring finger, right between the knuckles, about 1 inch down. And you'll feel it. And you're going to start tapping and not stop until you do these 9 steps. You're going to close your eyes. You're going to open your eyes. And then you're going to roll your eyes clockwise. And center them, and then you're going to roll your eyes counterclockwise. And center them. And then you're going to look down hard left. And center your eyes, down hard right. And center your eyes. And then you're going to hum. Happy birthday. A couple of bars. And then you're going to count from 1 to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now you're going to count backwards. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now you're going to hum again. And stop. And then you're going to take another unforced deep breath. Pause. And let it out. And now you're going to take your second rating. That second rating is so important because now you're going to be able to gauge where you are in comparison to your first rating. So if you rated your first, anger intensity at a -10 extreme, and now you're rating it at an 8, at a 7, you've just made progress. You're about to get real good at this. And by the time we're done, you're not going to feel that anger. You may think about it, but it's not gonna make you feel like you feel all, ballistic. So once you write it down again, you're gonna take the next step. And the next step is you're gonna finalize this tapping session, okay, as you continue to focus on your anger. And you're gonna tap on your eyebrow again, right under your eye, and then you're gonna go under your arm. And we're gonna go back to the little finger, right here. And then you're gonna take another unforced deep breath. You're gonna pause. You're gonna let it out. And now you're gonna take your third and final rating. And when you do that, you're gonna have a third progress report on the intensity of the anger that you were focused on. Now, if your anger intensity, is above a -5, if it's below a -5, then your session ends with a floor to ceiling eye roll. And what you do is you just center your head and you look straight down, and you're gonna raise your eyes slowly for about 5 to 7 seconds until you get all the way up to the ceiling. All the way up. As high as you can go. And then you center your eyes and you're done. And you take a minute, you take 2 minutes. Sit there and listen to yourself. Ask yourself, how do you feel now? How is your intensity? So if your intensity is slightly above 5, repeat the tapping rounds until you feel the anger reduced to a -2 or better. Your goal is to get it to 0. Now remember, tapping is not going to hurt you. It never will hurt you. It will only help you release the energy blocks and free yourself from the emotion of anger. And once you're able to do this, you can start replenishing that energy to heal yourself with elevated emotions like love, compassion, gratitude, which is huge, happiness, and all these feelings, all these great emotions that you fill your heart with. I'm going to help you stay that way. And it takes practice, it really does. It took me a lot of practice. So if I can get over my anger, you can get over yours. But it takes a little bit of practice, right? So now that you have the tool, in just a few minutes, you can effectively neutralize the emotional sting of anger, as well as help you get through the current situation. After a few rounds of tapping, you'll find that you've effortlessly memorized the algorithm. If you need this algorithm, you can get this at my community on Facebook, Stress Relief for Teachers for Everybody. Or you can messenger me, inbox me, and I'd be more than happy to send you the PDF copy of this. I'm a CTAA accredited EFT certified master practitioner. And I help people eliminate negative energies with the conversation and EFT tapping with 100% total regards and no judgments towards you. The emotional techniques that I cover with people are anxiety, anger, physical pain, phobia, self-sabotage, and many more. The goal of EFT tapping is to give people the mindset, give you the skills and the techniques of mastering, your life so that you can take charge and fill your life with health, wealth, and abundance. And that takes a little bit of practice. I help 10 people a month for free. Ask for your TFT Complex Anger PDF today, and I'd be more than happy to send it to you. If you have any questions, inbox me. I'd be more than happy to answer all your questions. Thanks again. I look forward to hearing from you. You guys have a great day. Bye-bye.